Barb. Thank you very much for being here. So this Thursday, third annual YBI Shark Tank event. Could you tell us a little bit about, well, first of all, we've got five startups pitching to the Sharks this year. Could you tell us a little bit about these startups and I guess what made them stand apart from the more than 75 startups who applied?
So it's Thursday night and we have almost 600 people registered. We are just shy of 600 people. I think we'll finally hit it. We've got 5 companies pitching. The first is Yogo Bike Share, a great business located in Youngstown, looking to expand their capabilities and their market presence in Youngstown, getting more bikes out and letting people get a little bit of exercise.
Right.
Aura Beauty is also a Youngstown-based company using software to capture the perfect size for artificial fingernails for women so that they can get a good product fit.
Well, that's kind of similar to the Ring company also, right?
Similar to the Ring company,
Yeah.
different. The Ring company is Tailored Rings, a company that was founded originally in Texas and still has some operations there, but their manufacturing production is in Youngstown. They use additive manufacturing to custom make rings for people. They latch open and close so they don't get caught.
Okay.
They're much safer than a traditional ring and much cooler because they're additively manufactured.
Right.
And Juggerbot 3D are the Youngstown founded company that manufactures medium-sized additive manufacturing equipment. And the last is from the Akron area, Sugar Falls. It's Morgan Technologies. They've developed an IoT product for existing buildings that helps with energy efficiency and the things that you typically think about when you're incorporating IoT into a building, making the building smarter, more efficient, but it can be built into existing infrastructure rather than new construction.
Okay. And you said you're expecting hopefully to get 600 people there.
We're just shy of 600 people now, and hopefully by Thursday we will hit 600. That will be a record crowd for us.
I was going to say, that's up from last year.
Yes, we keep outgrowing our spaces, so our long-term goal has to be the Cavelli Center. There's just nowhere else for us to go.
Okay. And we'll talk a little bit about some of this is obviously a fundraiser for the Youngstown Business Incubator. What is the Shark Tank, what does the money that you raise allow YBI to do?
So Shark Tank is, in fact, a fundraiser for us,
Right.
but it's one that also helps us highlight our mission of supporting entrepreneurship and promoting small business development. While everybody thinks of us as a government-funded program, and we do receive significant grants from both the state and federal government, every grant that we get requires matching dollars, usually 1-to-1. There are some variations there, but if we don't have local funding to match the government funding, then we're just simply not able to tap into those dollars. So these programs and all of our fundraising activities are absolutely essential for paying for our overhead, keeping the lights on, keeping the facilities operating, our
Right.
staff time, as well as serving as matching dollars to unlock those larger grant programs.
Well, let's talk about one of those grant programs. One of those grants that you just received, 2 grants sort of, that are going to go toward completing renovations of Tech Block Building 5, correct?
Correct.
So could you talk a little bit about the funding that you received, and then we'll talk a little bit about Tech Block Building 5 and where that stands.
Okay. Well, you probably remember that we announced not too long ago that we had received federal funding, $1.9 million from
Right.
the U.S. Economic Development Administration for the major component for the renovations to Tech Block Building 5. And just recently we were able to announce the additional support, about $495,000 from the Jobs Ohio program through the state of Ohio that will allow us to match the federal funding. So we've got in total about almost $2.5 million for the second and final phase of the renovations to that project.
And that's the old Vindicator building, which is primarily used for additive manufacturing now, correct?
Correct. It was the original Vindicator building, the Art Deco building that was built in the 1930s. It's a very
Right.
beautiful traditional building that you think of when you think about the Vindicator, with the historic sign on the side of it.
Right.
In 2017, we completed the first phase of renovations to that building and had expected to have 2 companies in there in our partnership with YSU and America Makes. At the end of 3 years, we had 10 companies in there, all of the space, plus some that we had renovated in that first phase, is under lease. And now if we're going to bring any additional companies in or allow our existing companies to grow, we have to complete the renovations on the facility.
Okay. How many more? Do you have tenants waiting for this project to be finished?
Well, Juggerbot is one of our anchor tenants,
Right,
and
I
so
know they're
they
gonna
are
expand, right?
definitely waiting for this project to be finished.
Okay.
And then we do have another company that I can't disclose at this point, but we do have another company that's looking to take the third floor, if not all of it, a pretty good piece of the third floor.
Okay.
And then there will be some other smaller offices that the building's cut up, some other places that we'll be able to add capacity in as well. All told, it's about 20,000 square feet of additional space, plus fixing the freight elevator so that the entire building will be served by a freight elevator, fixing the roof, which is badly needed, and then
Gotta have a roof.
Yeah, you gotta have a roof, and right now we only have a portion of a roof. There are portions of the roof that
Okay.
a little leaky, and then maintaining that historic Art Deco facade. Salt in the winter is very hard on it.
Mm-hmm. What's the timeline for it to be done? Is it still the first quarter of 2023?
The timing has slipped a little bit,
Okay.
just simply because it's been a little slower for us to roll out the design and engineering than we had anticipated. But that is under contract now at this point, and I'm hoping within the next 9 to 12 months we'll have the renovations completed.
717 Credit Union. Business services designed to meet your daily needs. Commercial loans, business deposits, merchant and payroll services. 717 Credit Union. It's knowing you were treated right every time.